Testing, testing, 1, 2. Are we live? Hey, chat. Happy Friday, fellas. Happy Friday. Let's go, chat. It is a happy Friday. All right. Good morning. Sorry. Good morning, fellas. We are live. We are live. Market is about to open. I got to get my ducks in a row here. I need to double check my trade copier, to be honest. All right. We are good to go. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday indeed. Good morning, Black Coffee Trader in the building. How we doing? It's been too long. Jack Wiley, Tristan Chan, good morning. Anybody have Tradeify issues? I had a little bit of lag when I tried. I had a little bit of lag when I passed on the news event. I passed these growth accounts. I had definitely some lag, but it ended up okay. Oh, man. Micro Player, Jake Dell, Dean Bishop, Timbo Trader. Good morning, John. Touchdown, Trader Running Money. Junga, good morning. Peter, good morning. Niles, Zugfest, good morning. Mike, good morning. Cost D, Kate, Trader K, Tate, Andreas, Design Knob is here. Bella, good morning, Bella. How we doing? EF22, good morning. All right, chat. Let's have a good day. I mean, we're already having a great day. Great overnight session. Great overnight session. A great, I feel very lucky to pass those Tradeify growth accounts. If you didn't watch the video, I uploaded a video. I recorded myself passing those accounts. If you didn't see it, you got to go watch it because I thought I was cooked. And it wasn't like a normal news event. It kind of wicked higher, but then it just took its time continuing higher. And my target was all the way up here. I got filled here, and I was sure it was going to wick down and take me out, but it didn't. It didn't. We got lucky. I love it. I love it. Now I'm just happy I don't have to buy direct funded accounts. I feel like I just saved myself $1,200. That's how I feel this morning. I'm always in a good mood when I save $1,200. I'm always in a good mood. Good morning, chat. Tristan, good morning. This thing is going to dump today. Couldn't take out the CPI spike. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very curious. I'm very cautious about longs. I remember what happened the last time we had a news event and we went higher. Oh, yeah, watch. Now it's probably going to do the opposite and just rip straight up. But did I pass those Tradeify accounts on CPI? Yes, I did, Niles. I was just talking about it. I uploaded the video on how I passed them. You can go watch it if you want. But it was pretty nerve-wracking. I thought I was going to blow them, but got lucky. And then when it finally got to my target, it didn't fill me because of the Tradeify lag. And I had to wait like 10, 15 seconds before it finally registered and actually filled me. So I feel pretty fortunate. TCM Trades, good morning. Let's go, TCM Trades. You saw the video? Let's go. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. All right, market does seem to want to go higher this morning. Honestly, if I look at the overnight session, the price action looks pretty ugly. I got kind of lucky. I got kind of lucky. I shorted the no, which one was it? This, which one was it? I think it was this one right here. Okay, yeah, which of course, by the way, of course, my Lucid direct account, I hit the day loss limit again. Go figure. Go figure. I just in yesterday's recap video, I was talking about the Lucid accounts, and I just knew I was going to jinx it. But one of these, I think it was this one here, but I caught twice that I caught a nice drop, and I was shorting in the overnight session, and caught a couple really nice moves. It was pretty choppy, but the market was moving pretty well last night in the overnight session. I'm going to be trading. I've already locked myself out of my take profit accounts, which, by the way, no, those are growth accounts, Max 90. The growth accounts are the only ones that you can pass in one day with Tradeify. So that's why I went with those on the news event. I figured it's worth it. If I pass them, fine. Basically, it was a little bit risky, but it worked out. All right, market, down we go. We cannot take out the CPI. The 820s are holding. You are allowed to trade the news with Tradeify growth accounts on a test account, Niles? Yes. I mean, CPI for the most part has always been a really good, CPI is really good to trade to try to pass evals. Now, this CPI was actually not really like normal. Like I said in the video, usually you'll see a move and it just happens like boom, boom. But this morning, it was like, it took its good old time to get up to my target. When it started stalling, I thought I was cooked. All right, market. I'm just not, I'm having a hard time trusting longs this morning. I think partially the shorts in the overnight worked really well. And I kind of want to just keep shorting this market. You are allowed to trade the news. Yeah. Good thing Tradeify is not intraday trailing drawdown. I know, Frozen North. I know. I thought about that. I was worried I was going to hit my day because the growth accounts have a data loss limit on the evals, on the test accounts. I thought I was going to hit that. That's what I was worried about right when I got triggered in. All right, are we going lower? Are we going lower? 680s breaking down through. Getting a little bit of a move here on the 680s. Oh, wow. 710s. I kind of want to see us take out the overnight low. I want to see us take out the overnight low down here at the 620s. Once we take out the overnight low at the 620s, then that's the only place I will look to buy. I might buy down there just for a bounce. And then after that, if the 620s don't hold and we keep going lower, then we just look for our kind of default strategy. I'm just going to look for a continuation lower. Surprised we don't see a little bit of a short squeeze. That could happen. That definitely could happen. It's kind of interesting that we haven't even taken out the, we've not even tested the overnight highs. Overnight highs are all the way up here, the 860s. We've not even really, even on the news, the CPI news couldn't even take out the overnight highs. So to me, that's pretty bearish. But we shall wait and see. Might be wrong. Oh. All right, market. Looks like we're going to dump. Looks like we're going to dump here. All right, 620s. 620s. I am paying attention to the 620s. I might even try it right here. If we don't hold, if we don't get any kind of bounce here, then we just kill it. All right, I'll add one here at the 620s. Let's go, chat. Oh, don't do it. Keep going. Keep going. Don't wick out here. Come on. That was a crazy spike higher right off that 620. That was so sick. Now we're just going to drop. I'm going to try to be patient here. I'm going to try to be patient, but I don't like this. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, that doesn't look good. We got it. That initial spike higher was crazy. Is there lag? Are you saying there's lag on? Is there lag on my stream or lag on Tradeify? You don't get it why I trade so often against the trend? Young, I only look to trade support, resistance, the overnight lows, the first 45 minutes of the session. After the 45-minute session, I try to go with the trend if there is one. But I mean, that initial 620 bounce was crazy. I might try one more time at the 580s. Just, we're kind of getting that wick down through. One more time. If this doesn't work, then we just kill it. We walk away, or we just... I just want to see if it's going to wick. I want to see wick up through. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Let's go. All right. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Now we see. Let's see if this is going to rip right back up through the 620s. Wow, look at this. It basically swept the overnight lows. Let's see if this is going to keep going. What a rip. What a rip. But if the market shoot, I mean, the thing is with, I mean, look at this. Look, this is why I only, like, I don't know. Obviously, they should have held, but look at this rip higher. Swept the overnight lows and now just ripping higher. That's a 100-point move. Man, I don't know. This is starting to make me think this was a bear. This might have been a trap for the shorts. What a rip. Let's go, Tristan. Nice job. Nicely done. What a rip. What a rip, guys. Oof. What a rip. I wish I would have held. I wish I would have held. Yeah, I know, design knob. That's still, I mean, that's still 50 points, design knob. There's nothing wrong with that. Play the reversion. I know, John. I agree. Right now, this right now, this looks like we might, I'm kind of changing my bias. I think I like the longs here, but we do need to get above the, what a rip. What a rip. Just one day, I'd love to hold one micro for like 200 points. Maybe someday I will. You experienced lag on your first 2 trade attempts on my Tradeify. I see. Be aware. Yeah, just be careful. Remember, if you're experiencing lag, don't click buttons. Just be patient. I know it's crazy and it's hard, but don't start spamming and clicking buttons. It's just going to make it worse. Chat, look at this thing go. 200 points straight up. 200 points straight up. What? Let's go, chat. Wow. What a rip. Oh, what a rip. Let's go, John. Let's go, John. Nicely done. I mean, I did okay. I took 2 trades where I wanted to, but man, I just need a little more conviction on holding my trades because that kind of move is insane. It's so easy to say in hindsight. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But hey, we got a nice move off of it. What a rip. Wow. We got to get back above the 820s. I want to see the daily chart here. I mean, that daily chart, I don't know what to think. Hey, design now, but it's at least, you know, at least you know, I think it's a good way. Just trade small, get some confidence, you know, and then size up. It's always scary. That's always scary. What a rip here. Look at this thing go. Now ripping up through the 820s. Oh, man. This is crazy. This is a crazy short trap. Crazy short traps here. Wait, Matty Matt. Copy trader put my long and short at the same time for 6 seconds. I mean, if you got out within 6 seconds, Matty Matt, you should be good. I think you're okay, but man, what the world? Yeah, it is Rip City. I love when people say size down and you're already trading one micro. Yeah, that's awkward. That is awkward. People like, yeah, you need to size down. It's like, well, sir, I'm already trading one micro. What do you want me to do? Yeah, when the market volatility is really high is when it's the most scary trading with a copy trader. I agree. All right, we did sweep up through the 820s. What time is it? It's still early. It's 9:45, 9:49. Hold it, guys. Chat, I feel like today could be one of those days. This could be one of them V-shaped moves. I could see today being one of them days. Now, what right here at the 720s is kind of like, is it worth giving a try here? What a crazy move. I'm going to try it. Is this going to be V-shape up, V-shape move down and up? That's crazy. Come on. Okay, I might bail here. I don't know if I like this. Rip it. Come on, market. Where are the bulls at? There we go. Now go. Go. Oh, I thought it was going to do it right here. Go. Go. Uh-oh. Might be cooked. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this. Come on, man. I might try one more here at the 680s. Just need one of the, we need a spike. Come on, go. That's it. Now go. Come on. It's trying. That's it. Rip it. Rip it. Come on, fail me. Are you joking me? Hit it. Hit it. Come on. Chat. Fine. I'll just Fine, I'll close it. Fine. Oh. Let's go, chat. Hey, good morning, Diego. ATR is 50. Oh, it's crazy. That's why I'm only trading one micro. That's why I'm only trading one micro, and this is crazy town. Usually I don't trade it, but like I said, I've said this multiple times. From 9:30 till 10:15, I only trade support resistance, and it's a lot more intuition trading. After 10:15, then I try to lock down and just trade my setup. But my setup doesn't work from 9:30 to 10:15. And I'm just trying to capture the volatility on these moves. And it just, I don't know. I think that's where it just requires some experience and screen time. But you got to pick your levels, got to pick your different levels. And it, you got to be willing to kill your trade if it's not working. But man, it is very volatile this morning. Very volatile. Hey, Mindful ICT, how we doing? Hey, let's go, Captain Crunch. You caught a nice trade off the lows. Let's go. Love to see it. You're still scared from a couple years ago. Was glad Apex reset many of my account. Yeah, John, it is scary, and there is definitely some risk with trading with a copy trader, especially when volatility is high. There is definite risk with that. All right, let's see if we rip up through the 820s, take out the overnight highs, which is up at the 860s. Hey, Red Hair, how we doing? Yeah, Matty Matt. I'm curious if they will. By the way, chat, so I need to do a, oh, come on, my battery is exhausted every day. I need to do something different with my camera. Okay, we're back. We're back, chat. So I am going to do a video. I forgot, does Apex send a 1099? Yes, they do. You should have gotten a email already. They sent it like a week ago. But I'm actually going to do a video, I think, regarding some of I know quite a bit of you had questions regarding the Apex, basically requirements not met. So I did get a little bit more information on it, but okay, basically I mean, we've all known that this was happening for quite some time, and Apex is going to they are going to crack down on people that were basically what some people were doing. And I'm not going to mention any names, but there were in particular, there were some influencers I think influencers were notoriously doing this, where in the very beginning of their PA accounts, they would just keep YOLOing and breaking the rules, basically breaking any kind of rules that you want to in the beginning to get above the buffer and to build like a $10, $15, $20,000 buffer. So they would just continuously violate the rules in order to get above the buffer, knowing, and then just requesting, getting denied, and then they actually start to trade and actually start to follow the rules after that first initial denial. And I mean, it was kind of a cheat code with Apex for a while. And that is going to be no more. They are locking that down. And in specifically, there are some influencers that were, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but I've been pretty vocal to Apex about, I don't think influencers should be treated any differently than anybody else. And if other people are getting denied because they do such things, then influencers should be getting denied as well. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care how big of an influencer you are. You should not be exceptions made. It really shouldn't. And I've had kind of a suspicion that that was not the case, but I think that's going to change. So it will be interesting. These next couple of weeks are going to be very interesting to see what happens because, yeah. But, okay, what I wanted to say is the more violations that you have on your accounts, the more profit is required in order to request your next payout. For example, if you have 1 or 2 violations, right? If you have 1 or 2 violations on your accounts and you go to, you're going to get an email, and in that email, it's going to say, hey, you need to trade 8 days and have 5 of those days be $50 or more. And then it will clear those violations and you can request a payout. Okay, like that's going to be like if you have 1 to 2 violations, from my understanding, like that is the requirement to clear the violations. They basically Apex is going away from having to request a payout and get denied in order to clear the violation. They don't want to do that anymore, which I agree with. Like having to get a denied payout to reset the violations is just kind of backwards. So they're going to have different requirements to clear the violations. But if you have like 20 violations and you are just continuing to go below the MAE drawdown, trade more contracts than you should, like if you're just completely ignoring every rule and you're getting emails of warning after warning and you just continue to break the rules, that is where there will be bigger repercussions and there will be higher requirements in order to clear the violations. So basically then you might need to make $2,000, you might need to make XYZ in order to clear those violations. So, and Apex now, I actually want to show you guys my accounts because it kind of shows you what I'm talking about. But under the Apex, if you log into your dashboard, under the accounts and account details, it actually will tell you how many violations you have and what your current requirements are in order to be able to get a payout, which is really nice. And I think that should, okay, I'm going to hang on. Let me log in because I actually have 2 violations on my Apex accounts. The one I wasn't 100% sure, but I know one of them I went through the. Why can I not log in? Man, what a chop fest we got here. Okay, so under accounts and account details, this is what you're going to start, like this page, like this page on your Apex account. This is very important. Basically, this kind of shows you what you need to do. And it also, if you go to trading details, and if you click on daily P&L, whatever, see these red dots? That is going to show you where you had a violation. And if you go down to the trading violations, it should give you the time right here. Now, you should have also a corresponding email on those days, and it should tell you what your requirements are. So now I'm trying to get Apex to also within that graph show, you know, hey, what was the violation? Right now it just says violation. It doesn't like tell you what you did. So that's what I'm hoping that, yeah, I'd love to see that updated, and I've already relayed that information to Apex where can we see the violation that happened, like which one, like what violation was broken? But honestly, going forward, if people reach out with issues, etc., before I do much, I'm going to need to see people's trading details and know how many violations you have, because that explains a lot on what kind of requirements you have in order to get your payouts. Yeah, I mean, BPCFB. So if you go to you will get an email that will tell you what the violation is. I just requested, I think it would be really neat to actually see the violation just on this account detail page. And I think they're going to work on that. I think they're going to update it, but yeah. So, but anyway, my whole point, and I'm going to do a separate video on this just to educate people. I know there's a lot of kind of confusion around it, but now this is me just giving my opinion. I want to make it very, very clear. This is not anything, I don't have any concrete evidence of this, okay? But I am suspicious, okay? I am suspicious that the number of violations that you have in relationship to how many funded accounts you've had has a huge bearing on if you get Eval banned or not. That, I think, is, again, that's just my opinion, but that is, and they just, okay, so yeah, I don't know yet, but I'm curious. I'd love to see a correlation now. Like if someone has, let's say someone has 20 accounts they've ever had, but in those 20 accounts, they've had, 40 violations or whatever. Is maybe that is the, maybe that's what they're using for the EVA. I don't know. I have concrete evidence that Apex hates my guts. Why? Speaking of bans, I feel like today has a nice ban incoming. Who needs a ban? I had 36K in profits and ready for a payout, and they closed all my accounts with no explanation and no response. Yeah, see, Meta Crypto, that's a cap. That is 100% cap. They did not just close your accounts with no emails. Stop lying. Go ahead and send me an email and I'll expose you if you want me. If you want me to. Go ahead, let's do it. That's a cap. I traded fairly responsibly, got banned. Yeah, well, but Tanush, that was before they were even tracking that. So Tanush, I know your situation, Tanush. I know your situation, and that's completely different. you just made a lot of money. And so that's different. What's my email? It is nuttybar1983@gmail.com. Hey, I'll help if it can. I will. All right. Man, this market is trash right now. But anyway, Diego, I appreciate that. Thank you. I had no violations, still got banned. See, there goes that theory. I'm trying my best to figure out what's the algo that they use. I don't know. Again, like I said, that is just me purely speculating. I have no idea. So maybe I might be wrong. Because max 90, if that's true, that makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, I mean, I have sent them so many emails trying to figure it out, and they will not give me a straight response. Scott Trades. I mean, if you want to send me an email, I will. But one thing, anyway, I will keep things confidential. But if you're just straight up lying, I will expose you. Not saying that you are, but I've had a couple people like that where they claim they did nothing wrong, nothing was broken, yada yada. And then I see the backlog, like I see the Apex reports, they show me like the rules, they show me, and it's like just straight capping. So, I mean, I'm not saying everybody does that. There's definitely been cases where, like, in situations where for whatever reason, and if that's the case, I will definitely fight that you get your payout for sure. And there's people in chat that can testify to that. If I feel like if you definitely didn't break the rules and you're getting a runaround or not getting satisfaction, I will definitely fight for you. So, but if you're just lying, then we're cooked. All my payout requests were approved without any violations. Yeah, max 90. I mean, that was just me speculating. So there's obviously more than one algorithm that they use for the eval banning, but I just don't know what. I'm just shooting in the dark here, trying to figure it out. So weird. I wish I knew. I wish I could see somehow what determines and how they do it. I wish I knew. Been using Apex since 2020, had plenty of payouts. Now, I will admit I had a lot of violations in the beginning, but started trading good in the last year, and then that happened. I mean, yeah, Meta Crypto, send me an email with the detailed information. I will just, a lot of times with that happening, what you're explaining is what happens when people are, again, I'm not accusing you of doing this, but I've seen it many times where they're trading someone, like, it's basically they create a new account under a different identity and that type of thing. I've seen that happen a lot of times. But anyway, I don't know, but I will help if I can. Can anyone show what a violation looks like for Apex? Shoot. I mean, if you rewind the stream, Niles, I was showing mine, but it's basically just a red dot on. If you go to your accounts and account details, you'll have a drop down that you can select all of your active PAs. And then within that, you can see your violations if you have any. Okay, mindful ICT. That is where you have to pay attention to the email. The email that you get after a violation will tell you the parameters in order to clear that violation and to be able to request a payout again. Okay, you don't have any? Yeah, if you rewind the stream, you'll be able to see it. Know what I mean? Mindful ICT. So that's the important thing, that's something that I just discovered yesterday. Each email is not the same. So if you're getting emails after your violations, it is very important that you pay attention because they are not the same. And some of them will have different parameters on the violations. And the more violations that you have or continue to get, they're going to be bigger, like daily profits that you need to achieve in order to clear the violation. Basically, they're trying to get people to stop just having rule breaks and then requesting a payout, get denied, and then like habitual violations, I guess. But I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted because one of the points I brought up was, you know, if we're learning how to trade, we're obviously going to have rule break violations. So like there needs to also be some kind of grace and, you know, but I don't know. It's just difficult because some people purposely do it to kind of try to just game the system in a sense, but I don't know. Can we talk about how absolute trash this market is? I prefer not to, man. Look at this trash, man. I am very happy that I didn't keep trading this, but right now we can't seem to get above the 820s. We can't seem to get above the 820s. We're stuck. Hey, you're welcome, Niles. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I wish I broke a rule, then I would have no issue. Apex needs black and white rules. I agree, Scott Trades. I agree. That's one thing. I mean, the other thing that I think they should do, and this is something I told them, is just, I love them to have a scaling plan because some people have violations, you know, on a 50K account, until you get to payout, you're only supposed to trade half of the contract size, you know, which it's like, okay, why not just make that a hard, like, why not just limit that in the actual Tradeify, whatever. But what happened to the golf channel? What do you mean? Oh, you mean my golf channel? Oh, I don't know. It's honestly, it's disappointing. I will at some point, once I find somebody that can do videos, I need a videographer to film me when I golf. I haven't found anyone. I can't find someone to take video when I golf. That's the problem. It's difficult. By the way, how about let's go Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth had a pretty good round at the Pro-Am, Pebble Beach. That was fun to watch. The way they repeatedly change rules and apply them retroactively or without info to the user. Some are definitely banned for no reason. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I don't know to speculate. Supposedly they don't. There's some kind of algorithm that flags people, but I don't know what I have no idea. No idea. Hire my kids, scalping with Tom. My oldest, which is 12 years old, he's actually filmed me the most. And I think if I just keep taking him along, but I feel kind of bad. I mean, he enjoys it to some extent, but just needs a little bit more practice. Just needs a little bit more practice. what are my violations? So the MAE violation. And they said, so I asked them what are the most common violations. The MAE violation and the contract going over size, basically going max size, full porting, that is the two most common violations that they see. I am a bit confused by the 5-to-1 reward to risk. If my trade goes down 200 and I realize that my entry might have been wrong, but then the price comes back and I close. Yeah, that's not mindful ICT. That's not the case. It's more like they look at the overall, not per trade. Yeah, how is the MAE rule measured? It's very simple. MAE rule is really, okay, this is just my own personal, like, I'm guilty of this. In the past, the MAE, like breaking the MAE rule violation really wasn't that big of a deal because, I mean, you knew, okay, I can just request, get denied, and it'll be fine. But right now, it is actually a big deal. Just don't do it. Basically, if you're in a trade, let's say you have a 50K account. If you have a 50K account, your drawdown is $2,500, okay? And 30% of $2,500 is $750, I think. So if you enter a trade and that trade goes $750 negative, you have to get out of the trade before it gets to 750. That is it. If you get out at 700 and get out of the trade, and if you want to enter right back into it, you can. That is not breaking the rules, okay? But if you keep holding and it goes 1,000 or 1,200 into drawdown, that is an MAE violation. It is not the same as a daily loss limit. But I will tell you guys this, Apex has talked about removing the MAE rule and just having a daily loss limit. Now, my personal opinion, I would much rather have an MAE rule than a daily loss limit. But that probably is subjective and probably people have different opinions on that. But you basically just can't keep holding a loser. That's what it is. Just cut it. And you just have to cut your loser. And if you want to re-enter, you can. But don't keep holding if you go more than 30% of your drawdown. Now, let's say, for example, if you have, you know, if you only have $1,000 in drawdown left, then it never gets lower or less than 750. So even if you only have 1,000 in drawdown left, your MAE rule is still at 750. What have you held to negative 2350? Well, you are cooked, Design Knob. Then you are cooked. The max stop loss. Yes, BPCFB. Okay, and this is why Apex did this. Remember, do you guys remember when Apex had the rule? Apex used to have a rule that you couldn't DCA, right? Do you guys remember that? Remember when you could not DCA, which was a huge issue for people? Well, the reason that you are now, they basically replaced and allowed you to DCA, but in place of that, they applied the MAE rule so that people can't just DCA into oblivion. You know, that's why the 30% MAE rule was put in place, and then you're allowed to DCA. That was basically why it was put in like that. But anyway, today's stream is now titled Apex Q&A. It's crazy. But I'm telling you right now, chat, these next couple weeks could get a little interesting for some influencers. This might get a little crazy. Yeah, it is good to talk about the rules, Niles. And I, especially again, like, okay, this is where I kind of, like, technically, no comment, John. Like, okay, technically, these are not new rules for Apex. And I know this is kind of a wording. Okay, the reason they're not new rules is because technically they could have applied these rules already in the beginning, which it's basically enforcing existing rules that were previously kind of ignored and just kind of glossed over, so to speak. And especially with, I think the real reason that a lot of this was starting to be applied is when the metals, I think the metals going crazy, like that definitely played a role in it, because people started to realize that, hey, we can just YOLO the first 8 days of my account, run up a crazy balance of 20,000 or 30,000, and then get denied a payout, and then start trading like we care. And in the process, having tons of MAE violations, scaling violations, and all of that, just not caring. And then like that, like doing stuff like that is where it's, I mean, I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that should be allowed. So it is what it is. Can we get Daryl back? Probably not. Doesn't sound like it. YRM. Who the heck is YRM? No comment, John. Can we just get Daryl back? I mean, Daryl's still part of it, I think, but okay, the things that I like that Apex is doing is a lot of this, okay, a lot of this is being done so that they can have, and I've talked about this before, where basically zero denials. Basically, your account detail page is going to tell you what your requirements are to get to a payout, and it will update every day. And if you start having tons of violations, that requirements are going to change. So it really makes it where it is not worth, it really isn't worth breaking the rules. It is not worth having violations, because every violation you get, you kind of get punished a little bit. There is a grace, like there is a grace area where if you have 1, 2, 3 in violations, nothing is really going to change. But if you start to habitually be violating like every single day, you're going to start seeing that's where you're going to start having issues. And I mean, I know I'm just not going to do it, because before there wasn't really that big of a punishment for it, other than just getting your first payout denied. Now there is punishment for it. And it just makes it where it's not worth doing. It really makes it not worth holding a trade that is a loser. It just cut your trade. And if I know that, like, I know this sounds maybe crazy, but if I know that going into it, I'm way less likely to just hold on to losers when I know that even if, okay, here's the other thing. Let's say, again, this is going to happen. If you're in a trade, for example, you enter with 1 mini, and which is crazy on a 50K account. But if you do, you enter on 1 mini and price starts to go against you, and you're getting close to a MAE violation. And instead of closing the trade, you decide to DCA into oblivion. And you DCA, and you're $1,500 in drawdown, and then you keep DCAing, and then the trade turns around in your favor, and it rips higher and you end up with a $500 profit. Well, because you achieved that $500 profit because of a violation, that profit is going to get removed, very likely. So that also makes it even less. It basically just, there is zero reason to break the rules, really. And I agree, SW Blaze. I agree. That's what I was told. Once all this stuff is implemented and everything, that's when they're going to take a serious look at unbanning people. But I'm holding my breath on that one. I'm holding my breath on that one. And again, like I've always said, like a lot of this is because, you know, with Apex, you can trade 20 accounts. And with that amount of leverage, like there's just more rules to follow. And, you know, but it's the way I look at it, those are all things that really are not that difficult to follow. Like it really isn't that difficult to follow the rules. Really isn't. Like you basically don't hold your losers and don't DCA and, you know, from 1 mini to 5 or 10 minis. That's really, in a nutshell, what you just have to not do. What do you make of the Mr. Zinc guy, Rossi? I think he got reached back out. See, I think he might have gotten some mixed messages from support that maybe didn't inform him of, or maybe he didn't see the email, but basically what the requirements are for him to get a withdrawal or to be eligible for a payout. I think. I don't know. Well, we are finally breaking out above the 880s, fellas. We are finally breaking out. $24,900s. Also, I got to tell you guys a story of last night. I had a dream. I had a dream. I had a dream that, like, and this was one of those dreams that seemed so real. Why was he denied though? Because he didn't meet the requirements for, in order to request. I think it was the dollar amount profit per day. I'm not 100% sure, Rossi, so I probably shouldn't speak on it, but they did reach back out to him, and I think it's being handled from what I was told. But I think it was the amount that he requested. But guys, I had a dream last night that was one of those dreams that was so real. Oh, it was such a real dream. And I dreamed that I had an open order, and for some reason I was copy trading like all my accounts, but I dreamed I had an order sitting out on gold and I didn't know about it. And when I came back into my room, like I was doing something else, I guess. I don't even know. In my dream, I don't remember what I was doing, but I came back into my office just to check on the market. And when I came back in, I see all my accounts are blown. And I look and I see that I had an outstanding order sitting on gold, and it literally blew all my accounts. I'm not joking. Like, I woke up in a cold sweat. I literally got out of bed, ran downstairs, came in my office, and double check my accounts just to make sure it wasn't real. Oh man, I was so relieved. Oh, I was so relieved. You know what's crazy? In my dream, I was already just dreading. I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to make a video about this. And in my dream, I had so much dread. I was dreading having to make a video on how I blew all my funded accounts. And it was just absolute despair. And I was just like, no. And I come down and I look and I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you, Lord. Oh, I was so relieved. I was so relieved when it was just a dream. I was actually so relieved that I went into my Take Profit Trader accounts and I locked myself out. I locked myself out of my Take Profit accounts. That was like at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I was up since like 3 o'clock this morning. When I woke up from that dream, I literally didn't sleep since then. So, man, that was not fun. I thought you were going to tell us you dreamed of your new pool and me laying there in my yellow Speedo. Oh, no, that was not it, John. But that might also get me to wake up in a cold sweat. It's too funny. I would never disable. Speaking of Day Profit Trader, any news about Pro Plus coming back? Psychopathic Trader. I have not heard of anything, no. But I've also not, I don't really have like a direct line of communication to Take Profit Trader. So I wouldn't really know. I wouldn't really be the guy to ask. I've blown up all my accounts before. You should be used to it. I'll never get used to that, K Trader K. Trust me. Blowing up all your accounts, it actually takes a little bit of you. At least for me, it does. I still remember making some of those videos. That's how bad it affected me. That's how bad it affected me. Doing some of those videos, blowing up like that. Oh, there was nothing I wanted to do less. Like I would have done anything more than that. Oh, it just made me puke. It is of everything doing YouTube, everything, doing the recap videos when I have a blow up is like my least favorite thing to do. I would rather listen to someone scratch on a chalkboard for 30 minutes than do those videos. Are those Tradeify evals? They're evals. Yep. Will Apex remove profits from trades if there was an MAE violation? They will, Diego. That is what I was told. If you have MAE violations and you get profits from the violation, they're going to remove the profits. So it's like there's just zero reason to hold through that kind of drawdown. Like before, there used to be kind of a reason to do it, you know? Like the punishment wasn't really that much, but now there's just no reason to do it. None. And this sounds crazy, chat. I know this sounds crazy, but I actually think it might make some of you guys a better trader. Myself included. Myself included. And I know that sounds wild, but I'm just saying it might actually make us a better trader. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just saying. Oh, I just got a text. I'm going to check something. All right, hang on, chat. Hang on, chat. Whoa, big rip lower. Wow. Man, this market is on something today. This market is on something today. That's crazy. I'm getting a picture. No, I'm blind. I blew up too many evals and PAs in the beginning. What could be a reason? Which could be a reason for the eval ban? I mean, yeah, max 90. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I should probably stop speculating on the eval bans because I really have no clue. I really have no clue. But I'm gonna keep trying to find out. I mean, do we take this setup long? I feel like we should. I probably need to. Let's see how we close on this candle. I mean, we're pulling back right to the 820s, also pulling back right to the 5-minute 21 EMA. Let's see. I'm just going to do one micro. I'm not going to be aggressive today. We've got a nice green day. We're not going to do anything stupid. Famous last words. Famous last words. Oh, chat, we might be cooked. Never mind. We're good. No worries. All right. Rip it. Come on, market. You know what? I'm going to make it right here. This is where my stop's going to be. Give me one of them nice green candles. I believe in you. Or I don't. Hey, Sharouz is in the building. Good to see you. Barefoot Greenback. Good morning. Do I dare reset another Lucid today? What could... Oh, snap. This might continue lower. Oh, no. Come on, be gentle. Be gentle, market, please. The V-shaped moves today are crazy. Man, I'm not sure I like this. Think we're gonna get stopped out. And I don't like it. Wow. Why? Why, market? Why? Yeah, we're getting stopped here. Yeah, we're getting stopped. It would appear that way. Hey, Nate Wynn, good morning. Thanks for the sub. Elusive Trading. I built a dashboard that tracks prop rules, payout, LA buffer, consistency. Actually, I actually have an indicator. I need to try it out. Basically, it's an add-on, and we're stopped. That is so disappointing. I mean, I'm okay with it. There's an add-on for NinjaTrader that basically will automatically tell you. I think you can set it to where it'll tell you where your 30% MAE violation is. PLA, we're going to auto sync for both Rhythmic and Tradeify right now. Interesting. Okay. Is this thing really just, are we just going to V-shape all the way back down? It's crazy. All right, 7. I mean, this thing is just bleeding lower. I'm not going to try it again. Yeah, Wealth Charts does have it. That is one feature in Wealth Charts that is really nice. That is really nice. I'm not going to lie. Look at this dump. Wow. That's 200-point drop from the highs. Twist my arm. You can do it, RX. Yeah, just use wide stops. It does. It's crazy how much this market is moving today violently. The market shows violence today. And we just continue to bleed lower. I guess I don't know. I just don't have a trade here. We haven't had a green candle since the top here. That's wild. Will you be open to have a quick conversation in private one of these days? I appreciate we could talk about regarding a few things. Diego, I guess maybe. I usually don't do that much, but you can send me an email. Hey, CyberPie, thanks for making me aware of QuantGuard. It saved my accounts. Let's go, CyberPie. I love to hear that. In terms of video requests from their side, do they ask for details of strategy or tools? I don't want to disclose them. I wrote my own, and this is my edge. Yeah, Cremator. They're not looking to steal anybody's edge, trust me. They just want to make sure that you are the one trading. That's the biggest reason they ask for that. They want to make sure that it's actually you that's doing the trading, so that's the biggest, most important part that you need to show. Lucid Pro versus Lucid Black versus Lucid Flex. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, real strategy. They don't even really, I don't think it's that big. I don't think it's that big of a deal about the strategy. It's more making sure that it's you that's actually trading. You know, if you're asked to do a video of you trading and you don't even know where the buy sell button is to place a trade, it's probably going to be a red flag. And trust me, that's happened. It has happened. People think it doesn't happen, but I've seen it. It happens. When I go on Facebook, I see all these ads on Facebook about advertisements about, hey, we'll trade your Apex accounts for you and we'll split the profit with you and blah, blah, blah. There's so many scams out there. It's crazy. Oh, there's the pump. Dude, are we serious right now? I just don't know if I trust going long here. Man, do I oh. Yeah, that's 740s. Did we test the 720s? Not quite. I'm gonna try it. This is not, I don't know that this might be a regret. Come on, break up through the 800s. Come on. Come on, go. Ribbit. Go. Go. I'm going to take it. Man, it's crazy. 100 ticks. 100 ticks is like a small move. I cannot imagine trading minis. Like, seriously, I cannot imagine trading minis in this. Can you imagine trading minis and copy trading 20 accounts? It's crazy. Diego, didn't one guy use his grandma's ID for registration? Oh yeah. When you know what was actually really funny? So when I was at the Apex, so at the Max Options trading event 2 weekends ago, one of the Apex staff that was there, she has been with Apex from the very beginning. Like when Apex first started up, she's been there ever since, and she's part of like compliance support. And she was telling us some stories of people and how people have tried to, what they've tried to get away with. Dude, it's crazy. Like people, the one guy tried to do a KYC, and he was using like his sister's ID. He was using his sister's ID, I believe, to try to get accounts. And because so what happened? So he used to trade with Apex, and then I guess one day he got upset and he did a chargeback. Like he did a ton of chargebacks on his accounts. So Apex, if you do a chargeback on Apex, obviously you get banned. So he did chargebacks, he got banned, and then he used his sister's ID to create another account. And then he used his sister's, like a picture. He used a picture of his sister to try to pass the KYC. Oh, it's crazy. I would love to hear more stories about it. Dirails. Oh no, Lucid is now, you're saying Lucid is bad? Read their FAQs. Yeah, I think that's what? 10,000 additional live profits. They have escrow. Yeah, that's on the Lucid black accounts. That's on the Lucid black accounts, Daralas. That's why the Lucid direct accounts are a lot better. Lucid direct accounts are way better for going live. Tradeify is not honoring its own 10-second rule. Tradeify's report has trade duration data. I have less than 50% under 10 seconds, and they are saying 100%. So are you saying, wait, you're saying that it shows 100% of your trades were under 10 seconds? I see that escrow rule on all of their accounts now. Did they just change that? It wasn't that way. I'm going to look into that. Dokilly, like send me an email with screenshots and show me your trade, like show me that you were in trades longer than 10 seconds. I mean, yeah, I should be able to help you. And they're not replying to your email. I'll see what I can do. I'll definitely help if I can. Payout Lab with a free access code. Would love to see what you think and where he provides value to prop trade. Oh, okay, elusive trading. I'll check it out. My email is nuttybar1983@gmail.com. Yeah, NBT's prop firm support hotline. It does feel like that sometimes. But I'm okay with it. It's okay. I will help people if I can. Sometimes I can't help people, but I will if I can. All right. Market just kind of very market really not doing much. Wait, design knob. Here's a tip. All of these prop firms are not in the business to pay you. They are in business to collect money. The quicker you accept that, the better off you'll be. Yeah. I mean, they're in the business to make money. But if you follow the rules 99% of the time, you will get paid. But yes, you do need, I mean, obviously, it's a business. You know what else I've discovered? You know what else I've discovered? Traders go to extreme lengths to lie and do whatever it takes to try to get a payout and do whatever it takes to make things seem not as they are. So the amount of times that people have reached out and said they didn't do XYZ and they XYZ, and then I see the back end reports of stuff, then that's also very high. That's one thing I have discovered. But there were a couple people that were literally, for whatever reason, that they didn't break rules, and hey, we you know, and they got paid. They got paid. Do you think Daryl has a pool with our names written on it? Diego, I don't think the pool could be big enough. Can you make a Valentine's giveaway? Jack. First, don't spam the chat. Second, it's not wise to just come into some random stream and ask for money. I'm just saying, that's a life lesson, that that's not the best way to go about it. There you go, Design Knob. Hey, how we doing? Hi, bye. Jack's uncle is a Nigerian prince that emailed me the other day. Wait, are you saying those Nigerian prince emails are not real? Man, I was sending them money. I was using that as a tax write-off. Teach Jack a lesson and give everyone but him some money. All right, hang on. I need to. Tradeify 10-second rule is crazy. It happened to me as well. If you have a red day, wait, what? 3,000. You make 5,000 in under 10 seconds and 7,000 over 10 seconds. The reason you have 5,000 under. Oh no, MP is speaking to the people again. Oh, hang on. I want to get gaslighted again. Hang on. Let's all get gaslighted again. Let's see if he calls us trolls again. You're a troll. You're a troll. You're a troll. You're a troll. Everybody's a troll. I love that. I love when people just, if you don't agree with someone, you're a troll. I love it. It's great. Great interaction. Great management by him. Guy really knows what he's doing with running a business. Can I get a ribbit? Yes, Citizen Zero. Ribbit! Diego. It was pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy what MP was saying about XFAs. Meanwhile, you've got Dakota sitting right beside him, and the guy has got 90% of his balance on his live accounts come directly from XFAs. And then he's trying to gaslight everybody else into basically saying, oh, yeah, that's not how we do it. You know, those profits don't matter. But we're the trolls. Hey, we're ripping it. We're ripping it, Citizen Zero. I wish I was in it. I really need to do better with holding my trades. This was just, I guess, an overextended pullback. It was nothing major, only a 200-point pullback, followed with a 100 and now 120, 40-point move back up. It's fine, chat. We just go down 200 points, up 200 points. Just trade the range. It's too easy. I tell you what. What does Andre do? I think he's just a host. I think, yeah, exactly, John. Pretty much. I still haven't gotten served my from my lawsuit stuff from Top Step. That I supposedly have to do, but hey, if they can't find me, then too bad. All right, man, this thing just going right back up. Yeah, exactly, Clyde. Exactly. They're not trying to sue me. It's not me. They're not suing me. It's just they're basically asking for a discovery from Patrick's lawsuit. They basically want to see all the interactions between Pat and myself. But hey, they haven't found me yet, so I ain't giving them nothing until they actually. I don't think they know where I live. They only have my address from Ohio, so they're probably trying to, serve me there multiple times, but I'm not at home. So maybe I'll just stay here in Florida. Amish County, PA. Hey, that's right, M. Susan. What are they claiming against me? Yeah, they're not. I did nothing wrong. They basically are trying to get as much. I mean, whatever. I don't want to go into details much, but basically the agreement that Pat signed, basically said that he won't talk bad about them. And for every instance that he does, he gets, X amount of dollars that it costs. So they're trying to find as many instances of that happening as they can. And basically anybody that has any kind of relationship with Patrick, they're asking to see all their communication and trying to find violations. So that's in a nutshell what's happening. Suing me. They're suing me for rigged duck races. Yeah, even in private. Yeah, I mean, it's a court order. I could probably try to fight it, but I wouldn't win. It would just cost me a lot more money. Why did I stop trading with MFF? Diego, to be honest, I was kind of salty how they treated me. That was part of it. That was definitely part of it. They pretty much shafted me. They kind of rug pulled me as an affiliate, and I decided, you know what? If that's how you're going to be, then I'm just not going to use them. But hey, I don't think there's anything bad. I think my fund of futures is fine. But I was trading with too many firms anyway. But, and it's fine, whatever. They were trying to tell me whatever. It's pretty crazy. They were trying to tell me like, oh, you don't promote us enough. We need to see more interactions with us, and you don't promote us enough, and blah 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 blah. And I kind of told them, hey, the people I promote, they don't tell me how much I promote them or not. I don't get paid per month. Like, I don't get paid so much per month from any prop firm as a retainer basis. I only get paid if people use my code. That's it. Period. And unless you're going to pay me an X amount of money per month, you don't get to tell me how I promote you. That's my standard. So they said, okay. Which is fair. I'm like, hey, that's fair game, I guess. What upset me more than anything, they deactivated my code for like 3 weeks. And then after the 3 weeks, now they've reactivated it again so it works. So people probably think they're supporting me when they use NBT code at my funded futures, but it really just goes to their in-house account. It's just the same as the in-house code. Man, we have another pullback here, but I'm not going to take it because we did not make new highs. So I'm just not doing it. Yeah, Diego, they basically were trying to tell me what I don't know. I'm just not doing it. Counterintuitive. I mean, I don't have a contract with any prop firm, so they can drop me at any point they want. They can they can drop me and I can drop them. So it's a mutual agreement or whatever. So they have full right to do what they did, but I get to not use them and not promote them as well. So here we are. I mean, right here would be the long entry if I was going to take it. Oh man, it's kind of tempting to take this, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that aggressive today. Pretty happy. I am very, very happy with where we're at today. And I might and chat, it's Friday. It's Friday. Michael's gaslighting again. Oh my gosh, is that guy delusional? So all your profits in your XFAs, you have to earn those. You didn't earn them by actually getting the profits. You have to earn them again in the live account. That's what he's trying to say. That is so wild. Meanwhile, Dakota is sitting beside him, nodding his head like he didn't just absolutely do the opposite. Unbelievable. Actually, I didn't even know it was President's Day on Monday. So yeah, the market is open until 1 o'clock Eastern time. So 1 o'clock Eastern time, the market will be closed. So wah wah. Hey, Ocala in the building. 80-20 gang. Let's go. Let's go, Ocala. Hey, I've been watching them 80s and 20s. Look at this. The 920s and the 720s. Now, the 820s, not quite as good, but 80-20 gang. Let's go, Ocala. By the way, last time you were in chat, we kind of had to abruptly end the stream. Just sorry about that. I think I leaked my login information from my Take Profit Trader accounts. So we had to take care of that pretty quickly. But by the way, Ocala, my wife thought it was so funny. She really got a kick out of it that you called me out on my driving. Oh, she thought that was so good. She got a real kick out of that. It's not fair. I told her she didn't understand the full story. It wasn't me. It was the navigation system. But she didn't believe me. So yeah, she she thought that was pretty funny. Might have been a little bit of truth to it, but as a guy, obviously I am the better driver of the two of us. Between my wife and myself, I'm obviously the better driver. Like, that's just kind of a rite of passage as a father. It's not really something that can be debated. Can't really be debated regardless of evidence. It's just one of those things where it is what it is. It's like one of those things where your kids say, why? They always ask but why, Dad? And I just tell them, it's very simple. The answer is very simple. It's because I said so. It's just because. That is one of the great benefits of being a father. You get to say, because I said so. Look at this market, just right back down. Exactly, scalping with Tom. The NBT code does work on my fund of futures. Oh, I know it does. Trust me. Trust me, I know. Guess how much of those affiliate commissions I get? Absolutely zero. I will get nothing, and I will like it. That's what they told me. And I said, you're right. My brother has been on a furlough for a few weeks. Government needs to get some kind of budget figured out. Oh, dear. Dakota, fall in line. Fall in line, Dakotas, is what Michael's saying. Fall in line, you soldier. Can't find anything online about Apex hedging punishment. Matt, the only punishment that you could see is they could remove the profits from that hedge. But Matt, I wouldn't be too stressed about it, to be honest, especially if it was for 6 seconds. If it was for 6 seconds, they can tell that it was accidental. They will treat that way different than if you hedge for 5 minutes and you made 5,000 on one accounts and you lost blue accounts on the others. So yeah, that's way different. Wait, Matty Mac got a troll call out from Michael Batak? Wait, really? John. Man, this market, I love. They take all your profits from the day if you break MAE, Master Joel. No. Yes, I did full port the Tradeify select accounts. Yes, I did. But yeah, they don't. It's only the profits from that specific violation. I did a 6-second hedge with my take profit trader and lost 2 accounts. Yeah, Captain Jim, I did a hedge for, I think it was just under 2 seconds, and I was fine. So I don't know, I don't know, but that's unfortunate. I wish there was a little bit more grace with that. Did I stream the full port trade? No, but I have the video. If you go to my channel, the video is up. You can watch me do it in the video. Man, this market, I tell you what, she's a ripper. Gold is ripping? Oh no, don't make me look at gold. Oh snap, look at this go. Oh dear. Wonder if gold will fill the gap up to the 50-80s, maybe. Hey, trading bot. Hey, trading bot. Good to see you. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, chat. Honestly, I might call it a day here. It's Friday. I am very happy with today. Stoked, totally happy, very happy. I passed those Tradeify select accounts, and happy I will be requesting. Let me look. So we'll be requesting $650. 650 times 5. Let me do some math. So $3,250 minus the 20%. So I will be $2,600 payout for 1 week of work. You know what? It's not much, but it's honest work, I think. I'll take it, especially being that we had, was it Wednesday? Wednesday we had a $500 red day on those take profit accounts, so we battled back. I'm very happy to be requesting again. I will be requesting after the close tonight, and then we'll be I will be streaming on Monday, guys. Next week is going to be a little bit crazy. Obviously, Monday we have a half day. I'll be streaming Monday. Tuesday I'll be streaming, but Wednesday and Thursday I will not be streaming. Next week, Wednesday, Thursday, I will not be streaming. I'm going to be getting a visit. I'm going to visit the New York Stock Exchange with Peter. Peter Tal, what, with the Peter, the guy that I met at seminar. So he'll be giving me a tour of the New York Stock Exchange on Wednesday. I'll be flying back on Thursday. So Wednesday, Thursday, no stream. We'll be back streaming again then Friday, and we'll be streaming next week, Monday, Tuesday. Tuckman, thank you. I should probably know his name. Yeah, Einstein of Wall Street. That's a good reference. Bring the camera, make a video. I should. Do you know how much I hate carrying a camera around in public and taking videos? I really don't like doing it. I should probably do it, being that I am a influencer, but I don't know. I just feel like it's so cringy. Do I like the select or flex? Honestly, the flex accounts for Tradeify, if I could pass them. But I've discovered for some reason I can't pass the flex accounts. That's why I have the growth accounts, so I can pass them on news events. Yeah, Matt, those new shafts, by the way, those clubs look clean. That actually makes me want to get, that makes me want to upgrade my clubs. You might get me to upgrade my clubs, Matt. It's just saying. All right, chat. I'm going to call it here. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm going to call it. I'm going to end stream here and call it a day. So thanks, everybody. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you guys on Monday. So I know it's a little bit early, but I don't really want to take another trade. I am happy with the day, how it is. All right, guys, take care. Appreciate it. Thanks again for all the support. Take care, and God bless.